Hello, my name is Sinrik. I am a second year MNG student at TIAS, and I will be critiquing my curriculum review one for AER 1601 by using the rubric provided by Professor Armstrong. Let me share my screen first. All right. I will follow the order of the section in the rubric and give scores according to different criteria. The critical review was based on a paper named Aircraft Design in the 21st Century, Implications for Design Methods by P. Raj from Lockheed Martin. Um, my critical review one consists of around four parts. Uh, the first part was an introduction, as well as the history of the paper, were some contents of aircraft design and its methods as well as its challenges were discussed. The second part was about the critical analysis of the problem that actually rose my own interest, which was the affordability regarding the aerospace industry. Then in the third part, I gave my own critiques on the proposed solution, which is what lean manufacturing is and how lean manufacturing affect the industry, how aerospace industries adapted it to stay competitive. Lastly, a comprehensive conclusion was provided. In addition to those, I've also provided my own experiences, such as my co-op experiences that are relevant to the paper's contents. To start with the first section, identification, I will give myself a score of 4. I have brought up the problem that arose my own interest from this paper and clearly stated what the problem is and how relevant lecture materials linked to it. Um, Besides, I've also mentioned the reason why I decided to review this paper as well as this topic. Then, in terms of the assumption section, I will probably give myself a score of 3 since I have only analyzed the paper from the chosen the topic, and I have only analyzed the contents from the paper as well as my own work experiences. Um, I I only analyzed a little part of the assumptions from the chosen paper. Um, Personally speaking, I believe a more comprehensive paper it will be if I clearly state and discuss all assumptions. Next, moving to the analyze part. I do think I did a wonderful job when choosing the method. I'll give a score of 4. Since in the paper, I have not only given my own opinions, but also provided my co-op experiences at the BMW group as a software engineer. And I got the chance to know about how lean manufacturing works in the factory planet. And in terms of the alternate points of view, I will score 3.5. I could have done a better job if I put more efforts in analyzing other people's points of view and actually combining theirs with my own perspectives to get a better conclusion. Next, regarding the credibility of sources, I will give a score of 4 to myself because all materials were taken from reliable sources, including Professor Armstrong's lecture notes, provided papers, as well as videos. And I stated useful materials uh, by my own words. Most importantly, I did remember to put on the references in the end at the end of the paper this time, which I didn't when I was taking APS 1049 with Professor Armstrong. And then moving down to limitation, integration, and conclusion sections. I will give myself a score of 3.5 since talk, I talked about the proposed solution by the paper author and linked this solution, which as lean manufacturing to my own understanding and work experiences. However, I could have done a better job if I paid more attention to the limitation of the proposed solutions. In terms of the creativity, I will score 3. Even though I have chosen an innovative approach to show my thoughts of the paper and my own critiques, I didn't really extend it to a more broader and wider perspective. And lastly, I'll give myself a score of 4 for the risk-taking section. I analyzed not only the proposal solution, but also provided some risky directions in terms of writing my critiques on the paper. I thought I might have over-interpreted some ideas or over-discussed some points in critical review one. However, I found out the presentation of the paper was easy to understand by my friends and accepted by readers, even with some risk writing skills. And yeah, that's everything for my critical review one. Thanks and take care.